Caitlin Clark needs to do something to stop all this when it is very clear this is a one-sided beef.
This is a fake one-sided rivalry. We got Angel Reese taking more shots at Caitlin Clark unnecessarily.
The WNBA All-Star Weekend was supposed to celebrate the league's brightest stars, but instead, one star's bold move completely backfired. Angel Reese thought she could steal the spotlight, but in front of thousands of fans, her stunt turned into a humiliation she won't forget. And one message was loud and clear: she'll never be Caitlin Clark.
Angel Reese, I am in your city. Walk in your trap, take over your trap.
The tension between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark is nothing new. It dates back to their college days, both rising stars from the elite 2020 recruiting class. Reese made headlines at Maryland, defeating Iowa multiple times, before transferring to LSU. Their rivalry exploded during the 2023 NCAA championship when Reese waved the infamous "You can't see me" gesture at Clark after LSU's victory. Clark stayed composed, even defending Reese later, calling it competitive spirit.
Time partying, we see all the clips. Why can't you just do your thing? Why can't you just do your thing?
The 2025 WNBA All-Star Game was expected to be Clark's show. She led fan votes, was named captain, and was playing in her own city, Indianapolis. But just days before the event, she was sidelined with a groin injury. Ticket prices fell nearly 50%, and the hype plummeted. Angel Reese, seeing a gap in the spotlight, made a move, but it would backfire spectacularly. Reese, backed by Reebok, launched a bold promotion for her upcoming Angel Reese 1 shoe line. Bright pink Me Bounds edition, flashy captions on Instagram: "I'm in your city. Walk in your trap. Take over your trap." Her plan? Use the absence of Clark to amplify her own brand. But fans didn't see it that way.
Is what it is. This is a Reebok thing. But like the caption, everything about it, 100% is trying to promote this right.
But the real comparison isn't marketing, it's performance. Clark averages massive points per game, leading Indiana to record-breaking wins and sold-out arenas. Reese has been consistent, 14 rebounds, solid scoring, but she can't generate the same energy and impact on the court. Fans noticed immediately. When Clark isn't there, the team struggles. When Reese tries to step into the spotlight, it feels forced.
Tickets for this game, for this All-Star game, they've dropped by 50%. The ticket prices. The demand fell off a cliff.
The moment Reese posted her All-Star messages online, social media erupted. Fans called her jealous, out of touch, and tone-deaf. The backlash went beyond critique. It was humiliation. Every fan comment repeated one sentiment: she's not Caitlin Clark.
Look, they found some random...
This wasn't an isolated moment. Clark and Reese's rivalry stretches back years. From NCAA showdowns to WNBA careers, every encounter fuels media stories and fan speculation. But here's the key difference. Clark keeps her focus on the game, rarely feeding drama. Reese, meanwhile, embraces controversy, often with bold social media stunts. It works occasionally, but when it misfires, it leaves her exposed.
DC is the face of the WNBA, whether you like it or not.
Sports analysts agree. Marketing stunts can boost a player's brand, but only when the timing and context are right. At an event already missing its main star, Reese's antics clashed with fan expectations. Critics say this was an opportunistic move that failed to resonate, further solidifying Clark's dominance in both performance and fan loyalty. Angel Reese may continue to post, promote, and court the spotlight, but one thing is undeniable: no stunt, no shoe, no social media campaign can replace what Caitlin Clark brings to the WNBA. And this All-Star weekend serves as a stark reminder. Sometimes trying to be someone else only ends in humiliation. Was Angel Reese's All-Star stunt just a marketing move gone wrong, or a desperate attempt to step out of Clark's shadow? Comment your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more high-stakes WNBA stories, exclusive controversies, and breaking news from the league's biggest stars. The WNBA All-Star Weekend, which was expected to be a celebration of the league's brightest and most electrifying talents, instead turned into a cautionary tale about ambition, timing, and public perception, as Angel Reese's audacious attempt to steal the spotlight spectacularly backfired, further cementing a harsh reality that fans have long recognized. No matter how bold, flashy, or controversial Reese tries to be, she will never be Caitlin Clark. The story begins with Clark, the undisputed face of the league and a player whose presence alone drives record-breaking ticket sales, massive viewership, and unprecedented fan engagement, being sidelined just days before the event due to a groin injury, sending shockwaves through the WNBA community and immediately impacting the All-Star Game's energy, hype, and ticket demand, which fell nearly 50%. From a historic high of $262 to just $64, leaving fans frustrated and promoters scrambling. Into this vacuum of attention stepped Angel Reese, a player who has always leaned into drama, bold marketing, and unapologetic self-promotion, seeing what she believed to be a golden opportunity to elevate her brand and assert her relevance in a league dominated by Clark's talent and charisma. Armed with a major Reebok endorsement, Reese launched her new Angel Reese 1 sneaker line during All-Star Weekend, unveiling vibrant colorways, including a bright pink Me Bounds edition, and posting audacious social media captions such as, "I'm in your city, walk in your trap, take over your trap," seemingly blending a marketing campaign with what she hoped would be a memorable takeover of the event itself. What she failed to account for, however, was the delicate context. The fans didn't come to see Reese's theatrics or shoe launch. They came for Caitlin Clark, the player whose skill, leadership, and presence elevate every game she touches. What followed was an avalanche of backlash, with social media erupting in ridicule, memes, and scathing commentary, repeatedly hammering the point that Reese could never match Clark's influence or fan appeal. Critics called her opportunistic, tone-deaf, and out of touch, pointing out that trying to create a narrative around herself in Clark's absence only highlighted the glaring contrast between the two athletes: Clark's calm, focused, and consistent excellence versus Reese's flamboyant, sometimes chaotic persona. To understand the stakes, one must consider their long-standing rivalry that traces back to college, when both players rose from the elite 2020 recruiting class, clashing multiple times, from Reese's early victories at Maryland over Iowa to her viral "You can't see me" gesture at Clark during the 2023 NCAA championship game after LSU's win. A moment that instantly ignited social media firestorms and positioned Reese as the bold, controversial figure, while Clark maintained poise and professionalism. That rivalry carried into the WNBA, where Clark, drafted first overall by Indiana, immediately became the league's most marketable and impactful player, turning the Fever into a national sensation and raising the profile of every game she plays, while Reese, drafted 7th to Chicago, carved out a reputation as the league's fearless provocateur, embracing controversy and theatrics as a pathway to recognition. But at the 2025 All-Star Weekend, Reese's calculated attempt to leverage Clark's absence as an opportunity for self-promotion backfired in spectacular fashion, as fans and media alike rejected her messaging, focusing instead on the stark differences in influence, impact, and authenticity. Analysts pointed out that while Reese is undoubtedly talented, averaging solid points, rebounds, and assists, her individual performance does not create the same team-wide energy, narrative control, or fan engagement that Clark effortlessly produces, and her marketing stunts, no matter how flashy, cannot manufacture the charisma and authority that Clark commands naturally. The public reaction was both swift and scathing. Memes circulated labeling Reese as tone-deaf and jealous. Social media comments repeatedly mocked her for attempting to step into Clark's shadow, and the phrase, "She's not Caitlin Clark," became the overwhelming refrain, reflecting the fans' unwillingness to accept anyone trying to replicate what Clark inherently embodies. Beyond the All-Star Weekend, this moment underscores a larger lesson in sports culture and branding. Authentic influence is earned through consistent excellence, leadership, and performance, not through spectacle or manufactured drama. And while Angel Reese continues